In this video, we're going to take a look into the sidearms, from the Tac Ops to the card, all the way to the Python and everything in between. We're going to investigate which of these bad boys is the best option for you. Hey guys, Teiwaz here, back with another Ironsight gun review. Choosing a sidearm in Ironsight can be rather difficult. There are 5 to pick from and none of them are really garbage. Starting with speed, the card has a ridiculous fire rate of 77, which is the highest in its class and pretty insane for a pistol. One thing to note about the card is that it is a machine pistol, meaning that it's fully automatic instead of being semi-automatic like the other pistols we're going to be talking about today. While the card is the fastest pistol in its class, it also has the weakest punch. With a damage stat of only 22 in comparison to the strongest at 60, the card takes quite a few more shots to take out the opposition. I've made a graph here that I'll be referencing throughout the video so you guys can get a visual of the damage output for these pistols. The card, in yellow, takes the most amount of shots to drop your opponent. Up to 5 meters, it takes 5 shots. From 6 meters to 9 meters, it'll take 6 shots. And from 10 meters on, it takes 7 shots to take someone out. This fully automatic machine pistol is one of my favorites for the simple fact that it's fully automatic. It is the fastest of the pistols, but it isn't really that much faster than the PX4 Storm, who has a fire rate of 69. If the card wasn't fully automatic, I don't think this gun would even register on my radar. The fact that it is so quick doesn't outweigh the amount of bullets that are needed for the kill. You do get a 15-round magazine, but you burn through that hella fast. It's basically a spray and pray type of weapon that you would only use when you're out of ammo for your primary weapon and have no other choice. Alternatively, this could work as a finisher because of its fire rate and fully auto capabilities. You could hit your target with a sniper, then pull out the card and spray and pray for the kill. Let's move right along to the next weapon here, the PX4 Storm. Now, like I mentioned a few moments ago, the PX4 has a fire rate of 69, making it the second quickest sidearm in the game. Unlike the card, the rest of the firearms we'll be discussing are all semi-automatic. Along with its fire rate being pretty close to that of the card, the PX4 also has a magazine capacity that's pretty close to that of the card. The PX4 has a magazine capacity of 13 rounds. Let's pull out our graph here and take a look at the damage for the PX4, which is in red. So as you guys can see, up to 6 meters it takes 4 shots to take someone out. From 7 to 9 meters it takes 5 shots, and from 10 meters on it takes 6 shots. From the graph here we can see that at any range it takes 1 less round than the card to make the kill. In other words, you're trading a little bit of speed, ammo capacity, and fully auto capabilities for a little bit more damage. Honestly, I'm not sure that the PX4 is worth it. I would personally just stick with the card, but that's just me. Moving right along to the next weapon on our list, one that every player is familiar with, the Tac Ops. The Tac Ops has a 7-round magazine and is basically the M1911. This gun is your middle-of-the-road, average in every way sidearm. It has average damage, average fire rate, and average range. Like I said, this thing is right there in the middle of the road, so that's why it's the starting weapon for every player. Honestly, it's not that bad. Though its fire rate is a bit slower than the previous 2 I've mentioned, its damage is also higher. Looking at the graph here, the Tac Ops is in black. We can see that up to 7 meters it only takes 3 shots to drop someone, and from 8 meters on it's only 4 shots. Unlike the other 2 I've shown so far, this weapon only has 1 drop-off point, from 7 to 8 meters. For me personally, this is a really nice, well-rounded weapon to get your feet wet. If you're really not a big sidearm person, like I'm not into sidearms at all, then the Tac Ops works perfectly fine. You don't actually have to spend any of your money on secondary weapons if you don't use them all that much. The Tac Ops is a very viable option. Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty, the weapons most of you guys have tuned in for, and let's start with the Desert Eagle. The Deagle is a powerhouse, one-hitter, wig splitter with a 7-round magazine, and it absolutely has the ability to drop somebody in 1 hit with a headshot. Again, this thing hits incredibly hard, but because of that it has a bit slower of a fire rate, coming in at 31. Though, once you feel the recoil of this monster, you'll be kinda glad that it does have that slower fire rate. So the recoil isn't unmanageable, but be prepared for a kick. Let's go take a look at the damage model on this thing. The Desert Eagle in blue starts off with very few shots needed to take someone out. All the way up to 11 meters, you only need 2 shots to drop someone. From 12 meters to 14 meters, it's 3 shots for the kill, and from 15 meters on, it's 4 bullets to kill that miserable sumbitch. So as you guys can see, from 15 meters on, the Tac Ops is just as good as the Desert Eagle. Moving along to the only revolver in our lineup, the Python. Now this revolver is your classic 6-shooter with an ammo capacity of, well, 6 rounds. The Python is another heavy hitter like the Desert Eagle, however, it is a bit faster. With a fire rate of 41, you can empty this weapon in a matter of seconds, and the recoil seems to be much more manageable than that of the Deagle. With that being said, let's see how it fares compared to our other weapons. Looking at the graph here, we can see the Python in green, and its damage model is pretty similar to that of the Deagle. All the way up to 9 meters, it only takes 2 rounds to drop somebody, and from 10 meters on, it's only 3 rounds. One big thing to note while looking at the graph for the Deagle and the Python is that the Python does more damage at further ranges. From 15 meters on, it takes less shots to kill somebody with a Python than it does with the Deagle. To sum it up, the Deagle is more suited to the closer ranges, where the Python really excels at the further ranges. One interesting thing I want to mention is that the bigger sidearms, the Tac Ops, Deagle, and Python, all seem to be better at range than some of the assault rifles, and most of the SMGs. At the 20 meter mark, the Tac Ops and the Deagle require 4 shots, and the Python only needs 3 shots to take someone out, where an assault rifle like the M4 actually needs 5 rounds to take someone out. That was just a little tidbit that I thought you guys might find interesting. So those were the Sidearms and Ironsight. If you're looking for a fully auto pistol, then the card is the choice for you. If you're looking for semi-auto speed, then you'd want to pick the PX4. If you really don't care, then the Tac Ops is the perfect option that everyone already has unlocked. If close-range stopping power is more your thing, then the Deagle is the perfect option for you. However, if you're looking for that long-range stopping power, then go with a good old Python. Each of these sidearms has a place in the game, it just depends on your playstyle and what you're looking to get out of the weapon. For me personally, you can never go wrong with the Python. It's a one-hitter with headshots, only takes 2 hits at the closer ranges with chest shots, and at the longer ranges you only need 3 rounds. For me, it's a perfect combination of stopping power, accuracy, and range. So now that I've broken these guys down a little bit, which sidearm is in your holster? Like all of these videos, I'm really curious to know what you guys think, so let me know down in the comments which of these weapons is your preferred sidearm and why you like what you do. With that being said, I'm going to get right back to work on the next video. Have a great rest of your day or night, and I hope to see you in the next one. Later.